Prime Minister Mia Amor Motley arrived at the Eden Lodge Primary School around 12:42 in the afternoon for what would be a very quick process. Sanitization and voting took less than 10 minutes, and afterwards she spoke with the media. Ms. Motley said the concern at that point was what appeared to be a low turnout of Barbados Labour Party voters, but the intention was to redouble efforts to get them out in the 5 hours of voting left. When asked for her thoughts on the COVID-19 protocols in place at polling stations island-wide, the Prime Minister said she had not been to any others yet, but was satisfied with the process at Eden Lodge.
There are no issues with respect to the COVID monitoring unit. All the protocols, you saw I sanitized 3 times in a short space of time within 5 minutes. So clearly, they're very tight protocols, their temperatures being taken. So persons, I think, need not worry about that aspect of it. But I accept that some may be worried, and that's why I'm speaking to it now. There were 5 hours and 10 minutes still for people to come out and vote. And I would urge them to come out and vote, because failing to vote means that you might end up with a situation that you really didn't want.
Earlier, voting got underway at polling stations across the island after a declaration like this one.
It now being the hour of 6 o'clock in the morning, I declare the polling station for an election of a member of the House of Assembly for the constituency of St. Joseph open.
And as Barbadians came out early to cast their vote, 2 candidates for the constituency of St. Joseph were making the rounds to witness the proceedings. Barbados Labour Party candidate and Attorney General Dale Marshall expressed optimism the poll would go well.
I certainly, as AG, have not received any reports of any disquiet or unrest in any part of the island, or certainly nothing that's related to the conduct of the election. So I expect that this election will be, as all other elections in Barbados, peaceful.
Democratic Labour Party candidate for St. Joseph, Randall Rouse, was pleased with the turnout in the constituency.
From what I see this morning, I think that the predictions that people are making about a low poll, I don't think we can have a low poll. From what I see, there's a steady flow of persons to the polling station. So I believe that we will probably get a turnout of over 55%.
Over in St. Michael East, opposition leader Bishop Joseph Atherley was among those casting their ballot at the Springer Memorial School. He arrived at 20 minutes past 8 when things were relatively quiet.
Well, the procedures I've observed so far here and elsewhere where I've been this morning seem to be going pretty smoothly. I think there are proper arrangements in terms of the protocols, the process of voting, etc., with reference to the COVID threat. So I'm happy about that. What you do find is that there's some delays in some places. Here at Springer Memorial School, where I've voted, in St. Michael East, of course, I haven't experienced any length of time in waiting. But at places like Combermere and St. Michael Central, people have been, and there are several lines up there. People have been waiting for quite some time. In terms of the turnout, seems to be moderate. I've visited all the polling stations in St. Michael Central, where I'm a candidate, and it's only at Combermere really that you're seeing those large numbers. But the other centres I've not seen a lot of people.
CBC News also caught up with BLP candidate for St. John Charles Griffith at Mount Tabor Primary. He too was pleased with the turnout in that constituency.
So far, I'm quietly confident. I've visited all of the polling districts so far. At some, the traffic is heavier than others, but I guess during the course of the day, it will pick up. But I'm pleased with the turnout so far.
108 candidates are contesting the 2022 general election. Sharika Griffith, CBC News.